Okay, I'm back. So, a recap of my day. I went to MD Anderson in Gilbert. The oncologist said that the CDs that I had gotten from the hospital were blank. So, he wasn't able to look at the images, which was really frustrating because he really didn't want to continue the appointment from then on. So the gist of everything pretty much is he said I would have to have my left kidney removed. I told him, with HLRCC, I was worried, and I heard that you have to do an open surgery for that you can't do a laparoscopic surgery due to the tumor being sticky and sticking to other tissues and organs. Okay, they're in your closet, so I'm gonna get it in a second, okay? Spider-Man? Whoa.
I need food.
You need food? You just had a Happy Meal.
I'm Spider-Man. I need to go fight.
You're so cute.
I need to go up.
No. Oh, hold on.
Spider-Man.
You're Spider-Man. Ooh, you're so cool. So basically, I shared my concern with the doctor about the tumor being sticky from what I've learned about it. And that's why they suggest that you do open surgery rather than laparoscopic, because laparoscopic, the tumor, anything that it touches can potentially be affected by the cancer cells and turn to cancer. So the doctor had told me you could do it laparoscopic. It really depends on the placement of the tumor. And just from the MRI report, it seemed like the tumor was in the very middle of my kidney. So I'm still very concerned about that because all the doctors that I've asked if they're familiar with HLRCC, I feel like some of them are almost too proud to be like, no, I don't know what that is. And when I asked him if he knew what it was, he said, yeah. He didn't elaborate or anything like that whatsoever. So that really worries me, especially because it just worries me. There was so many other questions that I wanted to ask him, but basically because he didn't have the imaging, he suggested that I get a chest CT scan because I guess that's mandatory to approve you for surgery, or it's, what they're requesting to see. So I have that scheduled for 2 weeks out, and by that time I need to get the imaging from the MRI and the CT sent over to him or bring with me to my appointment. So from there, he said that we should be able to schedule the surgery pretty quickly at my next appointment. So I have a lot of research to do. I really need to feel comfortable with the fact that we can do the surgery laparoscopically. Did I mention that I had to wake up at 3:30 this morning to get to this appointment on time? It was all the way across town with a 7 a.m. check-in time. I still got there really early, but I knew this was an important appointment that I just didn't want to miss. So anyways, after I saw the doctor and all that, I had to go all the way back to work, and a little bit later in the day, go to my pain management doctor. I received a text message, confirmation of the appointment, and all of that. Because at this point, I only had one 5 milligram Percocet left, and I was starting to feel a lot of pain. So I was prescribed 5 milligram Percocets 3 times a day, but in order to stretch them out to get to my next prescription, because my PCP didn't feel comfortable writing pain medication, so he said I needed to go to a pain specialist. So pretty much I get to the appointment and she's like, oh, the provider's not here. I don't know why they scheduled you, and you're going to have to come back in a week. So I had to drive all the way back to work, and this appointment was on the opposite side of town again. And I called my PCP doctor. Luckily, he said that he would give me one more 5-day prescription, but he was not allowed to prescribe anything after that because that goes against office policy. So again, I will just have to make these pain pills stretch into my next appointment. I've tried to go longer periods of time without taking the pain medication, but it gets to the point where I'm in a lot of pain where I just like freeze up. I can't work. I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay down and be miserable. So it sucks, but for now I do need to be on the pain medication. Tomorrow morning I have a urologist appointment with somebody else. I've had this appointment before I even had the blood in my pee. I've just had the appointment for like months now. So I do want to receive that second appointment. You accidentally broke your hanger? Oh, that's okay. We'll fix it. I'm still gonna keep...
I don't need you in my room.
Okay, I'll be in there in a minute. I'm almost done. I have a 5-year-old, and he is a little bit of an attention brat, but I just love him so much, and it makes me sad. I hope everything's going to be okay because I just have a little one that I still need to raise, and I feel like everything's going to be okay, but I'm just really worried. Anyways, my urologist second opinion appointment is tomorrow morning. One thing I don't like about the appointment that I had this morning is I asked them if they're gonna do like the catheter scope, whatever you want to call it, to look up inside of that urinary tract, especially because it's been hurting to pee ever since I had that incident where I was peeing out so much blood and had to go to the emergency room. So his response was, oh, it depends on what the images look like.